greetings and salutations or whatever. It is January the 4th. It is Saturday. Probably the least read news day of the year, or of the week, I mean. Where am I today? But, it's funny because it seems to be a trend that laws, and important ones, seem to pass on the least read news day of the week for some reason, and also on a Friday. I have an article in front of me from ClashDaily.com, Obama administration coming after your gun through mental health and HIPAA violations. Whoa, by Clash Daily. This just came into my mailbox, and I haven't done this one in a while. I haven't just read something straight up and then just went, whoa. But yeah, let me get into it. Doesn't say who it's written by, but it says Clash Daily, so. But first, let's read a quote from Adolf Hitler. The state must declare the child to be the most precious treasure of the people. As long as the government is perceived as working for the benefit of the children, the people will happily endure almost any curtailment of liberty and almost any deprivation. Adolf Hitler. So Obama signs 23 executive orders on gun control. FoxNews.com. The Obama administration on Friday proposed 2 new executive actions to make it easier for states to provide mental health information to the National Background Check System, wading back into the gun control debate after a months-long hiatus. Vice President Biden's office announced the proposals Friday afternoon. Both pertain to the ability of states to provide information about the mentally ill and those seeking mental health treatment to National Instant Criminal Background Check System. My friend the other day, he showed me an app on his phone. He's like, "Look, dude, I could look at everyone's criminal record." And I'm just kind of like, I looked at him and I didn't even look at his phone because I'm like, dude, that's messed up. Like, nobody has any privacy, and it's just a shame, really, that nobody cares. One proposal would formally give permission to states to submit the limited information necessary to help keep guns out of potentially dangerous hands. Coming from who. So it's funny that that's what we call him nowadays. It's like he's the guy from Harry Potter. You know who. It's like we don't even say his name anymore. It's just, oh yeah, you know who, and you know who I'm talking about. Without having to worry about the privacy provisions in a law known as HIPAA, HIPPAA, HIPAA. The proposed rule will not change the fact that seeking help for mental health problems or getting treatment does not make someone legally prohibited from having a firearm, the statement said. Furthermore, nothing in the proposed rule would require reporting on general mental health visits or other routine mental health care, or would exempt providers solely performing these treatment services from existing privacy rules. So, this has a lot to do with why I don't really care about being an EMT anymore, and that's because they tell you to do this, by the way. They tell you to tell them to, every house that you go into, because you have to sign with FEMA now, that you have to tell them who owns firearms. And I don't agree with anybody getting in your back pocket or anyone trying to find out what's on you. And, why are we treated, why do we allow each other to treat each other like criminals for? That's not, I've been watching a lot of 1860 stuff and studying Abraham Lincoln lately, and it's funny because back then people were really nice, gentlemanly, the way that they talk to each other, but behind the scenes they will club you. You know what I mean? These guys were up front, they weren't afraid to be good and be open about it. But if you did them wrong, and I'm not justifying that either, but it's funny how the founding principles, the way that the people acted, considering how even Obama calls us a collective because he's got us, or not him, but I can't give him all the credit, but the whole liberal movement has the whole way of thinking where everything's okay. There's no right or wrong, and plus everybody could do whatever they want. So, that's why he calls us a collective, and that's perfect for a democracy to turn into a type of tyranny, a type of majority rule everybody. Meaning, if there's a Sodom and Gomorrah type scenario where everybody's, sexually immoral, and they push it on everybody to accept that. then it just goes down the tubes. It's just the way government works. You can't have a government without having that moral principle, the first principles, meaning that it all comes down to our individual rights as unalienable and given to us by somebody that a lot of people don't believe in, but hey, it's okay. We all have our walks and whatever. But anyways, that's all for the news today. I'm just gonna go and do my thing. God bless you.